Today I want to look at the top sounds and songs we can play on an offset body guitar, thanks to Vola Guitars sending me this Vola JZ FRO, which has the vintage styling and the modern playability of the modern features and the modern neck. We got push-pull buttons here to be able to get different tones, and I'm a big fan of these guitars. I still have my Vola Vasti from years and years ago now, which is their T-style guitar. I love it. I've used this in plenty of videos and I'm going to be using this JZ FRO. But let's check out a bit of a history of the songs and tones of an offset body guitar. Let me just start off with a clean tone demo. I like to boost these sorts of things as well. So that's a Schaefer replica, which kind of compresses, and this is all just going through a Boss Katana. In fact, it's just on the clean setting, but if you boost that clean setting, I really like the charm and the chime you can get from these things. But the sound and the band that perhaps put offset guitars on the map initially was the Ventures and their hit song, Walk Don't Run. This is a classic guitar song. It uses an A minor, G, F, and then E, which is an Andalusian chord progression. Very common chord progression, you know, it's hit the road, Jack, and don't you look back no more, no more, no more, no more. It's sweet dreams are made of these, who am I to disagree? But in this case, we can add that boost and then a slapback delay, and we can play the classic lead line. Absolutely iconic, and I think it's no coincidence as well, those first two notes are actually the same as Apache. Quite a similar thing, and it does have that kind of Fender twang to it, even from these P90s. So these are Vola's version of P90s, and this can do everything from the kind of Fender twang, but also to Green Day style grunt. It can really do the kind of overdrive thing, and I'll set that up in a second. But that's certainly the first one that I think everyone should check out. That just walks up the A natural minor scale in its entirety. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Literally scale order. It's a fantastic song to learn. It has this other run as well from the G, still the A natural minor, but really cool. It's got these lock-in tuners as well, so it stays in tune really well. This is can be used with a whammy bar as well. And this guitar can do anything from that surf rock style era and modern day stuff, but if you stick that slapback delay on, here's another classic that was played on an offset guitar. This is Surf Rider by the Lively Ones. This again follows that same chord progression, but it hits the octaves, and then the 4, 5, and 7. All the main kind of classic rock intervals that was used later in rock, but this is early 60s. Moving into the 70s, offset guitars became integral to the sound and the style of art rock, punk rock, and everything that became known later as what I know as indie guitar, which can be defined and has its roots in television and Marquee Moon. Here's how we played that fantastic song from that seminal album. It starts off with a B minor triad, and then I'm going to hit a D major triad, and I'm going to hit this on the offbeat, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and I'm going to stick that on my looper and then play that lead line over it. Here we go, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's now looping, and then we hit the 5th fret and the 7th fret, and we're going to go between them very quickly. Those two guitars working together and this really inspired lead line. It's very inspirational for a lot of things that I'm really into that came after, and that's the root of it, television. Another one from the 70s that's very actually country influenced is the Cars and My Best Friend's Girl. This uses an E5 power chord, an A5, and then a B5. We then have this very country little line which starts off 0, 0, 3rd fret bent down, 2, 4, 2, and then a similar move but in the A position, 0, 0, 4, 2, and then kind of a B7, 2, 2, 0, 1. Then we have an A, B, A, B, and a little lead line here, super country influence. That's all based around an E major chord and kind of an E6 Beatles chord. And that's when it's starting to sound a little bit more what I would say Jaguar sounding, which is another offset style guitar. Jaguar guitars have lots more buttons on them and stuff like that. But I think this really does that chime of a Smiths kind of thing. And even songs like Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now, even though that wasn't strictly played on a Jaguar or an offset body, that was played on his red ES355. This really can do that twang kind of Johnny Marr thing for sure. Really got that kind of twang to it, even a But I did say that these P90 style pickups could do some power chord grunt to them. And a song that also uses an offset guitar is Pump It Up by Elvis Costello. This uses a 7th fret power chord. Slide it down 2 frets. That's just on the crunch setting on a Boss Katana. Gain 7 out of 10. All EQ just normal, and it's B, 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 B flat A. Repeat. And there you can hear it can do this kind of power chord grunt that Green Day songs can do. Songs like American Idiot, songs that are played on a Les Paul Jr. with P90s. So thank you to Vola Guitars for sending me this JZ FRO offset body guitar. First guitar that I've ever owned with P90s as well, or P90 style pickups, so I'm looking forward to checking this out more. But super high quality instrument, great neck on it, that mix of the modern playability with classic styling is something that I'm really into and I want to support. There's links to this in the description below. Thank you for watching, I'll see you next time.